Alright, we are back to getting the high score on every level in Crashland. Today we are on level 14, Frostbite. This level, it actually didn't take me too many attempts to do this one after doing the last level I did. Which actually was a little bit surprising because this level, I remember originally way back when I first played this level, it was actually I remember having quite some difficulty with this level. As you know, that the majority of the time in this level you're going to be dealing with these chargers, so really getting as efficient as you can with killing the chargers is going to be what gets you through this level. So just trying to keep fire on them on one as fast as you can. You want to try to make sure you shoot the sides of them and not directly in their head, because their head is armored and you will not be doing as much damage to their head. We immediately get the Impaler, which is going to be your best friend on this level. We got our first boost ball, get that split, so now we have our charged perk all up and charged. We also got these shield things on this level. They don't cause too many problems as long as you are able to deal with it quickly. But the Impaler is your best friend on this level. You definitely need to get good with the Impaler if you want to really get the most out of this level. The Impaler really helps to deal with these chargers as fast as you can, and getting good with hitting them at distance, which I feel like I got pretty good at on this level. Get a lot of boost ball sponsors is nice. Similarly to the Grublings, when the Grublings throw up extra boost balls, how you can still split them on the ground a lot of the time. That also happens with the chargers. When they die, there's a good chance that the boost ball the charger drops will just lay directly on the ground, and you can still split it even though it's not in the air. So that is kind of useful, since sometimes you're not always able to be able to shoot the boost ball in the air. So it's nice. We get a nice yellow boost ball here. Those are all very good. And of course, the worst thing on this level, the sandfish, as usual with any level with the sandfish appear on. They are going to be your worst enemy, and they were my worst enemy when I was doing this level for the most part. They were most of the time the reason why I died, especially because that's the other thing. You really want to watch out with your teleports on this level, because it's very easy to run out of teleports on this level. So between dodging all the thumpers, having to worry about sandfish, we also got thumpers again on this level, just like the last video that I did. Thumpers do appear again. They aren't as useful for you to deal with the other enemies as the last one. You really just want to get rid of them as fast as possible. But here we're just constantly dodging as you get charged at, hitting them with the Impaler as much as you can to get rid of them. And that will be majority of the level. Get the proximity mine like last level, useful for dealing with the insectoids and some of the other smaller creatures on this level. We get the green power up, which is really nice when you got the Impaler. It really improves your DPS, and it's perfect that we got the thumper spawn right away, so we're able to deal with him very quickly, which is very useful to be able to do. I believe you only get one, maybe two thumper spawns on this level, so you don't got to worry about them too much. But here we're just dealing with as many chargers as much as you can. You really want to just kill chargers as fast as you can on this level, because they're going to be the majority of the creatures you have to deal with. More sandfish, that's what the proximity mine is good for on this level. Use that to take out these sandfish, because if there's one alive, it's hard for me to focus on anything else, because as soon as you forget the sandfish is there, you're dead by it. So here, taking out more of them, we got the buffer here, get rid of him. Luckily with the buffer, it also kills whatever it's attached to a majority of the time, so sometimes it's good to wait for it to attach to a creature, so you'll get 2 kills for the price of 1, which is always nice. Now we also get the boom shot here, which is like the shotgun, which is also very handy for killing the chargers. You can teleport right next to the charger, or like dodge their charge and immediately kill them. Though, because that requires a lot of teleporting, because you have to constantly teleport next to the charger to kill them quickly, I find it puts you at could put you in a pretty bad spot if you run out of teleports on this level, because of these armored ticks can also screw you over. You get grabbed by one while you have a fish or a charger charging at you, you're pretty much as good as dead. So you really have to be wary of your teleporters on this level. So if you don't have to teleport, you really should save them because yeah, sandfish like there will completely screw you over if you're not able to kill it or dodge it before it gets to you. Get rid of those ticks when there's the opportunity arises. You do not want a tick to grab you when you also have a charger charging at you, so watch out for the buzzards because you may think they're not too dangerous, but it just takes 2 hits on nightmares for one of those small buzzards to kill you, so you got to be very careful. Lost a boost ball there thanks to blowing up a boom plant and it getting sent off into the stratosphere, so won't worry too much about that. But yeah, sometimes you want to be careful using other explosions around your boost balls on the ground because they will just send them off into nowhere and you will most likely not get them back. So here we're just dodging around. Yes, we get 3 thumpers plus other spawns. Here was actually really scary. I had to make sure I didn't panic there and got the grenade out to make that tick drop me. Otherwise, I would have been dead to the charger there. And I was too far away from that tick to reliably kill it before I was killed. So best not to panic in situations like that. Here we're just using the proximity mines, get some extra points. I am running the Bonanza demolition setup on this level, though it's not as useful because a lot of the kills do happen with the Impaler and other things. It still is nice for killing the other enemies and getting the bonus points. But as you see here, we finished the level. A lot of teleporting, a lot of dodging, but it wasn't actually too bad. And a pretty decent score, I must say. Not luckiest of power drops, but still good. New score, about 8,000 more, not bad. And a shout out to who is it? Akin163. I see that you are also coming back at me with getting some high scores on these levels that I recently just finished. So I see you, and yeah, I will be coming back for those high scores. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one.